Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's read. Forgot what I was thinking. Okay, for this week's read, the main tarot I'm going to use is Gilded Tarot Royale. Yep. By Chiro Marchetti. Text by Barbara Moore. And I'm going to go ahead and say there is the website on here, even though... There it is. Apparently I'm just completely a little behind. Here, Llewellyn.com, I believe, is there. Feel free to freeze frame and check out any of those other links if you're interested. Supportive Oracle Cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. And the website in the back of this one, rockpoolpublishing.com.au is A as an apple, U as an umbrella. And last but not least, I have new dice, but I don't know where I have them. They're in my house. For this week, I'm going to still use the D&D dice. The 20 I used for the Major Arcana, which does omit 21 and 0. Somebody pointed out, and they're correct. And I used the number 4 dice for the element, and I used the 12-sided dice for the Minor Arcana, which one I'm going to use. Which I have new dice. But my brain does not know where I put them at the moment, even though I put them somewhere safe. I know that much. All right. That's what I got for this week. Let's go on to your reading. Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Gemini? That first card is very interesting. It's the Page of Swords, but that can go to your benefit sometimes. So let's see if it does. Okay, so you've got a lot of like, I would call it passive perception going on at the moment. There, what is causing the conflict is a good question. Whatever the situation is, there's a lot. You've been hearing a lot. I feel like you've identified the pattern. So whatever the pattern may be in this situation, like maybe what certain people do or how often certain things come your way or come around in this situation, kind of like it's almost like seasonal is what I'm actually getting. Justice does, you got the Justice card and the Ten of Swords. So even though the Ten of Swords is in the past, I don't feel like this is something you're afraid of. I think this is more like this thing, it has its pattern. It has its pattern, it goes around a certain way, and when you see certain things happening, you're like, all right, that Ten of Swords is coming. But I don't see you fearing it, kind of like, yeah, but I'm ready for it. I know that's going to happen. Since I know that's going to happen, I can make choices. And I'm currently kind of trying to understand how close that Ten of Swords is. It seems like there's a pattern. Again, I keep getting this pattern, this pattern, this pattern. And I really don't see you fearing it. It's kind of like, no, I see it for what it is. I know how that gets triggered. I know it's going to happen. So I'm trying to plan for it correctly. Plan for it in the sense of like, when it happens, I know kind of what I'm going to do. How's that? Kind of. It's frustrating because even though you don't fear it, waiting for it to happen does seem to have a little bit of a stress with it, just a little bit, in the sense of like, I don't want to wait. The sooner it starts happening, the sooner I can deal with it. Once that Ten of Swords energy starts to come my way, I know what I need to do, so I can just, move it out of my way. Excuse me. But it has to show up before I can do anything. It's kind of like, until the deer come to the street, I can't shush them away, or I can't like block the traffic so they don't get hit. I gotta wait for them to show up. It's like I have to wait for something to show up before I can do anything with it. All right, that doesn't seem like that's bad, but I do see like a level of frustration and kind of like I feel like I'm more nervous. Like I have to be alert and I have to see it at the right time. Timing means a lot here, and if I'm not on point, like I could screw up the timing, and I feel like that's kind of making me a little bit antsy too. I don't want for this to fail, but I'm also like, when do I move forward? You got the strength card coming up on the dice and here too. I'm ready to move forward, and I'm like, I feel like if I don't do this in the right timing, even though it won't completely fail, it won't go where I want to. Like, there's certain things I want. And it's like, if I get it a little too late, I'll still salvage it, but I won't salvage what I wanted. I want to get this at the point where I can salvage what I want. That's the point. Okay. So there's going to be this moment that comes forward. Timing, again, is a big thing. Now, which is the better way to do this? That's the question. Strength card comes up again, which is kind of like you're going to have to move forward when you're right. When you're ready and you know what's right, you're the one has to move. You're the one has to do it. You have to be the one. You got the Three of Cups, half in, half out. You have to be part of this energy moving this forward. There's a danger here that somebody else might move forward and you just might follow them. That's not going to give you the outcome you want. Will you fail? No. But will you get what you want? No. You got to be careful with this. You have to be actively participating, actively choosing. There's a strong energy here that's very compatible with you. That might be like, this is just what we're doing. Follow me, Gemini. You have the ability to get just kind of go into somebody else's flow. You'll get something, but you still won't get what you want. This is about you getting what you actually want. To get what you actually want, barter it out, help somebody else get what they want, but keep pushing like, I want this. I'll help you get that. You help me get this. And keep reminding them. Even if they think it's obnoxious, too bad. Keep reminding them. Remember, I'm helping you get this because you're going to help me get that. Like, keep reminding them. Keep actively, like, you have to choose what you want. First of all, this is what I want. And remind this other person, because it seems like you're working in tandem with somebody else. They get that, you help them get that, and they're going to help you get this. And keep that energy, keep that vocalized, keep that moving forward. And even if they give you a hard time because you keep saying something, keep saying something. Keep thanking them, of course. They got gratitude there too. Tell them, yeah, I'm really thankful for your helping me get this, and I'm really, I'm helping you get that. Remember that. Keep going that way. You have to keep choosing, keep communicating. Otherwise, the energy could just kind of go where it wants to go, and if you don't keep communicating, you might just end up with what you end up with. And that's not acceptable in this situation. If you keep going forward, I want this. I'll help you get that. Help me get this. You have to choose. You have to choose. 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant, half in, half out, which is actually really good for you. As long as you choose what you want, you'll get what you want. And you'll have a lot of possibilities from there forward. It'll stabilize. It'll be yours. And the Hierophant, half in, half out is kind of like, it's going to have ability to be, you're going to be able to manipulate it and change it the way you want it. Mold it the way you want it is probably how I should have said that. You'll have the ability to mold it the way you want it as you keep going. It's if you actively choose. If you don't actively choose, it's not going to work. Because I'm getting like, it's kind of a challenge. You have to have confidence in yourself to do this. Some Geminis have high amount of confidence. It seems like a lot of Geminis struggle with that. It does seem like a lot of Geminis struggle with that. It could be just how I view Geminis, just to be fair. Gemini having that confidence value is very important. That might be the biggest challenge for this situation. What is this over here? There's one piece I haven't talked about yet, so I'm like, exactly how does this add in? All right, so you got the High Priestess, and then you got the Four of Wands, half in, half out. There might be somebody who helps you get where you want to get, but the reason they're helping you get where you want to get is because you're helping them. There's a balance to that. Always remember that. And keep that in mind as you keep moving forward with somebody who's helping you. They're going to help you as long as it helps them, as long as you help them. When you no longer can help them, it's going to be hard to get their support. It's what I'm getting. They're going to be concentrated more on what they want. They keep helping you as long as you keep helping them. As soon as that balance is gone, if you don't have value for them anymore, it's going to be rough. So keep that in mind. Help them only so far as long as you keep getting what you want. And don't finish off what you're going to help them with until they've helped you first. I know that may sound rotten, but I'm getting that's a good way to do it. Don't put too much trust in this, because once it's over, it's over. You can trust them as long as you're of value to them. I think that's why these are coming together this way. As long as you have value to them, you can trust them. That seems a little brutal, I know. Is there anything else that I need to say with this? Or are we kind of good? Six of Swords and the Lover's card, half in, half out. The Lover's card is your card. This person, I don't see them being of value to you again. And I don't see you being of value to them either. So I feel like once this is done, that's pretty much done. You could, for example, if this is a job situation, you could still be working at the same place, but I don't see them coming towards you again. I don't see that coming in again. I don't know how that's going to affect you, but like, just realize that this is kind of like either this is the last time. It's either the last time or the only time. One of the two. I don't know how that's going to affect this going forward, but maybe that's of importance. So, all right, that's all I think I got for this. So I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.